Now, some of the data that you're going to add to Excel files will actually reside elsewhere. Sometimes you'll need to import data into Excel. Now, there's two basic formats that we can use to import data. One is from a text file, and the other is from what we call a comma-separated values file, otherwise known as a CSV file. Now, here's what they have in common. These text files, these CSV files that we're going to use for imports, need to have what's called delimited data. Now, I could give you a boring explanation of delimited data, but I'd rather not. I actually have one of the files that we're going to import right here. It's a text file. You'll notice that it's got a title, it's got some sales. Now, when we're talking about delimited data, this is what we mean. Delimited data is data, first, that's lined up in columns. And what you have is a common separator between the columns. In this case, that delimiter is the tab key, because we've got tabs going from column to column to column to column to column. Now, a lot of times the delimiter will be a comma, sometimes it'll be a semicolon, sometimes it'll be a different character. The character of a delimiter doesn't matter as long as it's the same throughout the file. Otherwise, you'll have all kinds of problems trying to import this. So we're going to go ahead and import this text file into Excel. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is, when we do the import, will it appear as another tab on this file, or will it come in as a brand new file? Something you want to take note of. So I'm going to go to the File tab. Now, if you look closely here, there is no defined import function. There's an export, which we're going to see later, but there's nothing that says import. So anytime you're working with Microsoft Office, Excel included, and you don't see an import option, your go-to move here is to click Open. And I'm going to go ahead and go to this PC. Actually, I'll click Browse. We'll get there a little bit faster. And I'm going to navigate back to the Start folder. Now, you notice that all we see here are Excel files. So to import a file of a different format, in this case a text file, I'm going to click the drop-down arrow here where it says All Excel Files, and I'm going to click Text Files, because that file we just saw is a text file. And here it is. So I'm going to click on it and click Open.